girls, guys, gals, dames, and dolls. Of course, it's Bobby D, Big Irish Radio Show. Welcome to everybody coming into the live show right here. This is Let's Talk, and let's talk about Monday Night Raw. From one to two. Of course, this was the show for Monday Night Raw. Going into the Raw to the Royal Rumble. It was actually an interesting show. I had to actually give them a little bit of props because the show was much more than what I was expecting. It wasn't as good as what I expected from a go-home show, but it was. So let's start out with the segment. Raw started out right off the bat, punched it out, having some fun with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley coming down the ramp to have a Bobby Lashley. He came out as this, just like if he was in the MMA or in something along those lines, as if he was doing a real weigh-in. He came in the outfit. He was ready to do this. He was ready to jump in the middle of it and ready to say, "All right, let's knock this out." The next started to announce Brock Lesnar, and ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and nobody can do an introduction better than Paul Heyman. I hate to say it, he is one of the best on the mics, and he should automatically always be introducing Brock Lesnar. He just should, man. He sounds so good doing it, and they've done it for so long together now. That I don't think you should ever have Brock Lesnar coming out without Paul Heyman announcing it. It's just one of those things. So you have Bobby Lashley here, this absolute supreme athlete ready to do this weigh-in. You have Brock Lesnar walking down the aisle in jeans and boots and a cowboy hat. It was two complete different styles. I really do like the new look of Lesnar. It is one of those things where I think they're trying to make him more of an everyday kind of guy, and it works for me. This new version of Brock Lesnar that they're bringing out and they're using actually works for me. Now, we're gonna see if he actually does more with this than he did his last run with WWE, because he was a part-time champion. But with it all being said and done and over with, I really like that. So Lesnar actually, during the weigh-in, he actually weighed 273. MVP, of course, gave him all these accolades and everything else and said, yeah, he's going to whip your tail, yada, yada, yada. It was great. And then, of course, the beast steps up, boots, jeans, and all, and, of course, was a lot heavier. One of the things that I loved about it was the ending part of the segment, though. The ending part of the segment was the best part, I believe, because he made this giant announcement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the new WWE Champion, Bobby. And then he went, "Who?" As if, dude, I don't know you. You're not even on my radar. So, what's up, Queen? How are you, love? I see you coming in. And of course, the princess is there with you. I'm going to pop that one up on screen real quick. Guys, welcome to the Big Irish Radio Show. And we, of course, are talking all about Monday Night Raw. So if you don't want any spoilers, yes, I do mean spoilers, because I'm going to be giving some things away. And we're going to be talking about everything that happened. And I'm going to give you my own personal opinions on some of this stuff, because I don't know. I think that WWE over the years has gone way downhill, and I think that's all part that all kind of ties into all of this. That's why I'm doing this show a couple of days later after the show. Time for me to digest it, sit down, think about it, and actually figure out what I like and what I don't. Excuse me. So, with that being said, let's get into our very first match of the night. Bianca Belair versus Women's Tag Team Champion Queen Zelina. King of the Ring used to mean something back in the day. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring doesn't mean jack, except for we can just hang a moniker out there that says all hail the king or all hail the queen. It used to be a big type spectacle, and it was great. I loved it. Bianca Belair, of course, quite handily defeated Queen Zelina. It really wasn't that much of a match. I'm sorry. I am never going to be a big fan of Zelina just because of the fact that this is one of those women that she got let go. She renegotiated her contract. She came back. They gave her this giant push for what? It's the women's division in WWE is just not there. I'm sorry. It just isn't. But that's me, okay? But again, these are my opinions. If you disagree, please put your comments in the comment box. Let me address them. So Bianca Belair defeated Queen Zelina by countering her code red and dropping her with KOD. It was actually a decent match, but not much. I don't know. I'm not trying to be overly critical of WWE. I'm just not big and great with it. So Damian Priest. What can we say about Damian Priest? The gentleman that you would love to call, and I watched him in Ring of Honor. But let's talk about him for a minute. The gentleman that we actually called Punishment Martinez. Oh my God! When he was in Ring of Honor, he was an absolute devastation machine. When he came to NXT and they made him the Archer of Infamy, he was an absolute devastation machine. This new character, somebody who can't control his temper. There has been in nothing of his character development over the years since he's been with WWE. Have you seen anything along these lines? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Kevin Owens, perfect heel. I love Kevin Owens. So the match that night was Kevin Owens versus Damian Priest. And the Priest, of course, lost his temper and got disqualified again. I'm sorry. So for me, okay, so the very first match of the night was decent. This match was a decent match, but the ending was kind of meh. It wasn't all that great. I mean, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dana Brooke versus Carmella, Tamina, and Nikki, A.S.H. Almost a superhero. That's right, almost a superhero. This character that they created with Nikki, A.S.H. was a great character to start off with. I think they gave her just a little bit of too much of a push right off the bat. Within 6 months, she was holding a belt. I mean, that's the only thing about Nikki, A.S.H., except for the fact that, I'm sorry, you have this woman that is going to basically be looking at Rhea Ripley and going, I can beat you. The Nightmare Rhea Ripley. Again, another one of those NXT developmental characters that they brought up to the main roster. They gave her a little bit of a push, and now they've dropped her into obscurity. I think this is another example of where WWE is mismanaging their talent. Rhea Ripley should be doing so much more, and that women's division could be so much better. I just don't think that Vince has it in him. I don't think Vince thinks that the women's division is going to be big enough to do anything with, and I don't think it's a major thing for him. But that, again, this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, because that's just kind of where we are with it. It's I do like, here's the great part about it. There was a redeeming part of that show, and that was when Rhea Ripley just basically got mad, grabbed hold of Carmella, flipped her over, put her in the Texas Cloverleaf, and made her tap out. flat out said, I'm done. Y'all are toast. You're done. Bye. And it was over. I mean, it was over that fast. It was like a switch was flipped and bam, it was finished. It was great. The part I don't believe was the ending, which is Nikki A.S.H. jumping in the ring at the very end and hitting Rhea Ripley in the back. And Rhea kind of stumbled for a minute and went, huh? I mean, it wasn't, I'm sorry, it wasn't even believable. And then she said, yay, I'm good, I'm great. Overall, it was decent. This next match, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. How many more times are we going to do Rated RKO and the Alpha Academy? What are we going on, like month 5? Month 3? Month 4? Month 5? I mean, we're still doing the same storyline. Oh, Lord. This is my problem with WWE. This is my biggest problem with WWE is we can't move on with storyline. If we do move on with a storyline, we're only pushing 1 or 2 people and we're letting everything else sit stale. I want you to think about this. We start the show as if we're a legitimate sports company. We have weigh-ins. We kind of make a little fun. We have a little bit of fun with it. In the middle of the episode, we're doing a fracking spelling bee? We're doing a spelling bee to prove how smart one team is over the other in a physical match where they're just going to beat the crap out of each other. Figure this out for me because it makes 0 sense. Y'all tell me, are you enjoying the Randy Orton Riddle? I like RKO. I like the tag team of Randy Orton and Riddle together. I don't like this feud with Alpha Academy because it makes 0 sense. Master Gable and Otis. I like Otis. I liked Otis beforehand. I liked him with Tucker as part of the previous tag team that he was in, Heavy Machinery. I thought they were great. I think them splitting them up and then getting rid of Tucker was a mistake. I don't know. I don't feel Alpha Academy. I think this is my entire problem. Now, I've had something bad to say about most of these because I'm just not enjoying the storylines behind Raw. I'm liking the action. The matches are great. The storylines suck. It's just the way it is. So before we get into, I'm going to talk about the last. I'm going to talk about the last match of the night, and then I'm going to come back to my favorite match. The last match of the night, of course, was Rey and Dominik Mysterio versus the Street Profits. Now, I love the Street Profits. Street Profits are absolutely great. Rey Mysterio will always be something awesome. The match was fairly decent. I think they are setting up for Rey and his son to be on splits and on the outs and to see what's going to happen later on. I think they're going to make them go against each other at some point in the very near future. That's just the nature of the game, so to speak. It was all right. I mean, Rey and Dominik beat the Street Profits. Simple, easy. The ending was all about the Royal Rumble, of course. Chunking people out of the ring and then having the Dirty Dogs run in and throw everybody else out. And then at the very end, the Mysterios and the Street Profits both got in there and whooped up on Ziggler and Rude and chunked them out. So it was fine. Yeah, the match was great. The the aftermatch stuff was decent. It did set up the Royal Rumble coming up very soon, and then you had the birthday party for Miz and Maryse, or the birthday party for Maryse. It's good to see Beth Phoenix back, Edge and Beth Phoenix. I actually love seeing the two of them. Of course, that hits that nostalgia side for me. So you've got the rated R superstar and his wife, Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, fixed to go against Miz and Maryse. Now, I'm a big fan of the Miz. I have been. I like the things that he does. I think what he does is great for who he is. He's a flat out heel. He's an arrogant ass, and I absolutely love the fact that they make him that way. He's going to be great. Miz has always been able to hold his own with this. That's why he's got a reality TV show. That's why he's married to Maryse. That's why he's got all these accolades. And I think that the intergender match that we're going to end up with, and they call it a mixed tag team match, but I have a feeling this is going to end up being intergender, just because of the fact that I have a feeling you're going to see Beth Phoenix knock the heck out of the Miz at some point. Shelly Lynch, how are you, love? Another one of my Big Irish Radio Show TikTok fans coming in, the member of the Big Irish family, coming in to say hi. What's up, guys? Princess says hi, Bobby. Hey, Princess. So, we're having a lot of fun with this. I think that you're going to see that during the Royal Rumble. I do think that you're going to have Beth Phoenix just basically knock the Miz out. That's what I'm expecting. So yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now. Let me get to the match. In my opinion, the match of the night, the one match that gave me hope for Raw. And it came from an area where I did not expect it to. That's the thing. I love one of them. I'm not so hot on the other, but holy crap! If you do not watch any other match from this episode of Raw, you need to go watch ajstyles versus Austin Theory. That was a match for the ages. And I think this also goes to prove that this whole concept that WWE is going back towards, where we want to have the big guys and all this other stuff. Now you have the smaller guys once again proving that they can knock it out of the ballpark. Like I said, if you don't watch any other match from this episode of Raw, go watch the AJ Styles Austin Theory match, because it was just absolute. And I'm to coin a phrase, it was absolutely phenomenal. I think it was great because they just kept going at each other. Oh my God, it was an absolute instant classic match. Of course, Styles ended up beating him. I like, he got him with the phenomenal forearm, but holy moly, was that a great match. I love it. You guys are talking back and forth in the chat. What's up, guys? So yeah, I think when since we're talking WWE Raw, since we're saying all these things, I'm gonna pop this out here. I think I'm gonna give it out of 5. 5 stars. I think we're gonna give it a 2.5. I think we're gonna give it a 2.5 for the show. Most of it was not fantastic. I think the only saving grace for the show to keep it from having 2 stars, honestly, was the match between AJ Styles and Austin Theory. I actually went back and rewatched it. So, but that's it, guys. Welcome to the Big Irish Radio Show. Let's talk Monday Night Raw. That's what we're going to do, and that's how we do it. I do want to remind everybody that tonight's sponsor is, of course, going to be my buddies over at 9line. 9line is the provider of this absolutely awesome shirt. We love 9line apparel. For those of you that haven't seen it, ta-da, there it is. Absolutely love it. It is my Boba Fett shirt, and I absolutely love it. So, my buddy is at school, so he can't say hi. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me today. Go check out 9line Apparel if you want something really awesome. The link is in my bio. Of course, you go to bigirishradioshow.com and you can click directly on 9line, and that will take you straight into all the beautiful shirts that they've got out there. We do have various shirts that we love from 9line. Now, with that also being said, I want to invite each and every one of you to our TikTok radio show on TikTok, and we do it 5 to 8 Central Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. We just have it's an all request, all kick it, all have fun night with me. And you know you love it when we just do it like that. Have a great night, guys. We do appreciate it. Let's talk. Thursday is going to be, not Thursday, but Let's Talk Friday will be all about AEW. And this week for AEW Dynamite. We'll see you guys Friday. Have a fantastic afternoon, and see you tonight on TikTok. Big Irish Radio Show. We're gone.